We're live in New York City on a busy Saturday night. I'm doing two shows at a brand new comedy club tonight called the Comedy Village on 44th Street between 8th and 9th. But I really want to talk to you about my latest video that went up, but we'll wait to see if anybody chimes on here. I haven't gone live in a while. I like to just pop on live out of nowhere and not announce it. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm a block away. I'm on 44th Street. I'm on 45th. I'm soon to be on 44th. Let's see if anybody even comes on. It's a Saturday night at 8. Everybody's probably out doing shit, right? Oh, one person. Let's see if people are going to come on right now. If not, I'll just shut it off. I'm going to make a left here on 44th Street. I'm about a block away from the comedy club. This is a great way to get hit by a car, by the way. Brand new comedy club. I guess I'm helping him with his new club. Good friend of mine, PJ Landers, opened a new club called the Comedy Village in Manhattan here. It's got two clubs, one on the first floor, one on the second floor. The one on the second floor is the main room. And this is his first Saturday open. We did a soft open on Thursday night. It was a fun little show for friends and family and comedians. We were all hanging out, hoping his club does well, so I can work in the city a lot more than I usually do. And he's a good friend. He used to be on my softball team at Gotham in New York City. And he's been trying to open a comedy club for years and years and years. And he kept almost doing it, and then something would happen. And he finally pulled the trigger here on 44th Street, which is basically the theater district. It's right down the street from where all the Broadway shows are. And it's 2 doors away from where the original improvisation was. The original improv, before they had one in LA. The New York Improv was the first one with Bud Friedman and his wife. And they got divorced. And she got the club. And then he moved to LA and became huge and opened all kind of improvs and was big and very successful. And this improv that was in New York City went out of business. Before I even got to New York, it was gone. So, and Caroline's closed in Midtown, which isn't too far from where we are. So, we'll see if this is a great location for him on 44th between 8th and 9th. So, I wanted to come on here and tell you a little bit about that video. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet. Probably most of you have. People love Heckler videos. It's me in Hartford, Connecticut at a club that was called City Steam. I don't think it's there anymore. I think it went out of business in the last 6 months. That video is probably about 6 or 7 months ago. And the reason why I blurred the guy's face and his wife's face in the video is that they told the club owner if that video showed up online anywhere that they would sue me. And I never knew if they could. But I'm old school. You know what I worry about more than getting sued? I worry more someone's gonna show up at my front door with a fucking gun in their hand. That's what I worry about. So I blurred the guy's face and I blurred his wife's face. Oop, I'm almost at the club. I almost made the wrong turn. So let's see what you guys are writing. It is holding on for dear life, dude. It is. It's been like this. My friends from high school always used to make fun of me and said I was gonna go bald because I've had thin hair since I was like 17. And I never lost it. I never lost it. Look, never lost it. Still got a full head. It's just thin. It's what I got, but it's there. So I'm doing 2 shows tonight. If you missed it earlier in the stream, at this brand new comedy club that my friend PJ Landers opened here in Manhattan. It's called the Comedy Village. This is his first Saturday open, so it's tough. I don't know if he has much of an audience his first night, but it's a good, I told him a good sign is there's nowhere to fucking park. Let's see where it is. A couple more doors down. You guys can judge. You can judge. Joey Gay! Here's some of the comics. What's happening, brother?
Great to see you.
How are you, man?
I'm good. How about yourself? You don't fucking age. You look great, dude.
You look good, too. I was expecting to see the Joey Gay, long beard. I'm guessing there's some sort of weed. I was like, there's got to be weed.
Right
You're you're growing one.
He's
growing one.
He's got so much THC.
It's just growing.
Plants. They just come. He's like the swamp thing of
I'm
weed.
actually so reserved in my pot use now that I'm rolling that.
It's like a hemp
Nice.
joint.
Yeah.
What do you have? A new thing on Etsy, like mini joints? So,
I'm more in the mood for a cigar. Where's like a smoke shop around here? Anything?
You know, I don't know. Give it a Google. I'll take a
I'll
look.
give it a Google.
There's one.
Are we even doing the early show, or is it not going to happen? He canceled it? I figured.
He did.
But he's still
And
paying
he's
us the
next to me on
$500 a
the
spot, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, he's still paying
Are you only
us.
getting 5?
I'm only getting, you're getting 7?
Yeah. 6.5.
I'm doing this
I
live
gotta
stream
pick-
on YouTube right now. Let me talk to these fuckers.
Are you you're broadcasting there?
Yeah, Hal's already, everybody asks that. I don't know. I haven't talked to him in 6 years. Do you know?
Artie's mad at me.
Do you know how Artie is? Do you guys know how Artie is?
I don't. I wish I was.
Nobody knows how Artie is. So this is it.
that's like a C block pin.
There's another comic inside. I'll show you the inside a little bit if you want to see the new club. So now keep in mind, this is his first night open, and I know he doesn't have everything done yet. It's like almost ready. I'm just giving you that as a disclaimer. I don't even know if maybe he doesn't want me to put this even on YouTube. Wow, it looks beautiful. The key to comedy clubs is if you don't have an audience, you have attractive waitresses, right? It saves it. It saves it.
Here's the silver lining.
Is he upstairs?
He's upstairs.
Oh, he is. Do I go upstairs that way or this way? Okay, thank you.
Hello.
Hello. I'm doing like a little live stream here, and I was like, PJ might not want me to live stream. And
Are you live streaming right now?
yeah,
everybody,
you don't
what's
care?
happening?
You don't care?
No, I don't care.
All right.
We're here at the Comedy Village with Joe Matarese and Liz
Mealy,
Jordan Ferber's over there.
Jordan
Hello.
Ferber.
This is a 2001 reunion.
Yes.
In my mind.
This is the new Comedy Village spot on West 44.
I explained it all to them all the way as I was walking here. I said, it's his
take
first
over Times
night.
Square?
I said, don't judge his club. It's not 100. it's not 100% done. This is like the first night ever, and then I went live, and then I was talking to them about a video that I
You're such
posted.
dad vibes. You're just like,
I'm such
the
a
people.
Those are the people, the 29 people.
That's good. 29 is 29.
He's a good egg. Does someone know you? Tim Kennedy know you?
Me? Yeah.
I'm gonna throw my bag.
Tim Kennedy says you're a good egg.
Good. You see what I'm saying?
So I'll show you the upstairs club. It is. I love the way the little undercarriage lighting on steps. That's good. We'll judge the whole club like this is a reality show right now. So it's a pretty, as they say, sexy comedy club. It's pretty nice. Wow, you can fit a lot of people in this place. So I'll show you. There's the stage. It's got a lot of seating. A lot of seating. It looks good. I like the little blue light that he added. What else could we say? Ooh, he's got a little wood table here in the back. Every comedy, look at that. He guaranteed he had an extra piece from like doing a deck at his house, and he's like, I'm making a table out of that. Pretty good idea, because that's an exact. That looks like what do they call it? Weather treated. Is that what they call it? Weather treated wood there. Stand on the stage, give us a POV. All right, that's a good idea. I like that idea. So you're getting to see a brand new comedy club. Like, he doesn't even have the stage like painted yet. It's raw wood, but it's kind of too dark to do a POV. That's the right side of the room. It's pretty big. I'd say he's got about 125 seats in this upstairs room, maybe 150. There's the back. And we'll come down. As you can see, it goes all the way back. It goes all the way back. Look how far back it goes. We are at the brand new Comedy Village in New York City that my good friend PJ Landers owns, and we're doing a show tonight. At 10 o'clock, we have a show here tonight. Here's this little bar area. This is the bar. That's the bar. And I don't know what's back there. That just hides you from the stairwell. Ooh, there's a waitress.
I'm not a waitress, I'm the manager.
Oh, you're the manager. I think I just upset somebody already. I've been here an hour. I've only been here an hour, and I think I just upset somebody. She's like, I'm not a waitress. Okay. She might be the owner's. She might be PJ's fiance or girlfriend. I know she's part owner. That might be what it was. I hope I didn't upset her. Trying to make friends. Sometimes people are a little tense when a business just opens, right? Hey, how are you? I want a cigar. Where can I get a cigar?
Cigar?
You smoke cigars?
I do.
I knew you did.
Yeah.
There's got to be like a cigar spot around here on 9th, I bet. Do you know where?
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Since we're not doing a show, I'll take a walk and look. Does he think we're going to be awake? Does he think we'll be awake? It's easy to be on our side, right? Thank God. I'd be swinging at people on the street. I should just I'll tell this on camera with another comic here. My wife and I had a comedy club in San Diego, and I was like like the host, like PJ. I was like the host of all the shows.
Yeah.
Years and years and years ago when we first were dating, and I would be in such a fucking bad mood if there was like it's a light show that I didn't know how. I couldn't even go on stage and be nice to the crowd. I would just be like a huge asshole. That sounds like a show on Hulu. The owner's like a lunatic. Oh my
Mean
god.
to the people that showed up.
I was so mean to them. And then they would be insulting the room as they came in because they didn't know that I was going to be performing. And I would say, "You're not allowed in. You're not allowed in." And they're like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Your attitude's bad. You're not allowed in." I go, "Here's your money back. You're gonna suck."
And the club didn't work?
I didn't own it, but it worked for 6 months.
Yeah.
Because it was like 2 hours from LA. And this was classic. I would give the comics one night in this hotel, and I got the hotel to allow us to have a really late checkout, so I only had to pay to put them up for one night instead of 2 nights, and then they would just drive back to LA after the Saturday show. But for 6 months, it worked, but it was like a rock club. They had a stage, and they usually had bands there. And San Diego, people don't want to go indoors. Like, it was hard as hell to get people to come. If it was sunny out there, they would go do shit outside. And then if it was raining, they're not used to it. So they don't go out when it's raining. Yeah. I'm losing viewers. All right, let's go back to the streets. Yeah, we didn't own it. We ran it inside this other guy's establishment. Let's see if I can remember the name of it. It was called... Fuck. Shit. I have such a bad memory. This was like 19 years ago. My wife were dating, and we lived there in San Diego for 1 year. And there was this cool rock club there. And I do remember that I think Joe Walsh would show up and play sometimes. I think he lived in that Encinitas area near San Diego. Maybe Google that. Joe Walsh.
Good to see you yesterday.
Oh, thank you, man. I don't know who that was. Did you see that guy? He just said, "Nah, I'm good."
No, lighting.
Oh, lighting.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
Missed that cue off the top.
All right, guys. Almost got hit by a car. I have a feeling he's going to have not much of a crowd. So the last thing I feel like doing is a live stream in front of a really small opening night crowd. Because it's tough. It's got to be tough, right, to open a comedy club in New York City. We were counting on our hands yesterday how many full-time 7-night-a-week comedy clubs there are in New York City. Can anyone guess? Can anyone guess how many that is? Off the top of your head, how many full-time 7 nights a week comedy clubs are there in New York City? And we're not counting Brooklyn or Staten Island or Queens. We're just counting Manhattan. How many would you guess? Josh Denny fan says 17. Colt C says 7. Jimmo says 6. Chow the Mega says 22,000. 22,000. 69. Gina Bodina 23. Well, I'm gonna name the ones off the top of my head, and I don't think I'm missing any. You got the West Side Comedy Club, Stand Up New York. Now you got this one, which is called the Comedy Village. Let's see. Caroline's is gone, so that doesn't count. Gotham, 4. The Comedy Cellar. What's it called? The other one next to the Cellar, the Village Underground. That's 6. Then they have the Fat Black Pussycat, that's 7. Then you go to the Stand, that's 8. Then you go to New York Comedy Club, they have 2 of them, that's 10. And you have the Old Dangerfields, which is now Rodney's, that's 11. And you got the Comic Strip Live on the Upper East Side, that's 12. Alright. What am I forgetting here? You got the St. Mark's Comedy Club. That's 13. The Broadway Comedy Club. Broadway Comedy Club. That is... I lost track. 15. That's 15 off the top of my head. What am I leaving out? Full-time comedy clubs. I had 15. The Orange Monkey, yeah, that, I don't know what that is. That doesn't count, whatever that fucking is. I think that's it. 15. I don't think I'm missing any other ones. 15 comedy clubs, and then there's just a fucking shitload of side rooms that comedians do in bars and lounges and shit like that. And then there's the theaters where the bigger acts play that are all mixed into New York City, like the Beacon. Where else you got? The Beacon. The Triad. That's kind of small, though. The Triad Theater. The Cherry Lane Theater. So somewhere in that range. Between 15 and 18 comedy clubs. It's a pretty lot. It's a pretty lot. But go check out that live video that I posted 7 days ago. It's up to 128,000 views. And if you have any questions about that video, like someone asked, why'd you blur the people in the front row? And I just explained it about 15 minutes ago. That the couple spoke to the owner when they left, saying if that shows up on social media, that he was going to sue me. Does anybody know the rules? You allow the video people and then just post it without blurring them? And if you didn't blur them, could they sue you? Is there a lawsuit that can be done there? I feel like lots of people are filming people do dumb shit all the time. Pat Dixon moved to Tennessee? Didn't know that. It's not a bad move. I have a guy who's interested in possibly opening a comedy club in Westchester. It's going to be part wine bar and part marijuana dispensary, all in the same building. Can you imagine a comedy club with marijuana for sale in the same fucking building? That would be hysterical. Because there's no industry that smokes more weed than comedians. Smoke City seems to be closed. Thanks, dude. Those were fun podcasts, by the way. I loved when I used to be able to drive 20 minutes to Nick DiPaolo's house and go into his basement and do the podcast. That was fun as shit. He didn't even do a political podcast then. Then he just went full all-in politics podcast. Seems like he's doing well. Better than me.
So anyways, so then I started to square foot.
Still, no. Fucking cigar shops. You know what? You could probably buy a cigar in a bodega. Let's go for that. I have a feeling this weed shop will get pissed if I have my camera on when I go in, but they might have cigars. Let's see. You sell cigars?
2 blocks up.
2 blocks on the right? Thank you, man. What's it called? Thank you, man. Yes. You know, upset a guy running a weed shop? Sure. Walk in with your fucking live stream camera going.
See what? This for June rent. Everyone paid through like
This girl was not young.
and they hit it. And so we got people like that late. And I was like, I paid my rent up front. I paid.
I can imagine I'd be really annoyed if I owned a comedy club and I saw this many fucking people walking on the streets and no one was inside my comedy club. I'd be like, fuck. Fucking tough business, man. You gotta try to get people to come to your comedy club when there's 16 to 17 other comedy clubs in the same fucking city. And 62,000 restaurants. Fuck, that's an uphill battle, man. You gotta, I guess once you figure it out, you got it, right? PJ will figure it out. That guy's a workhorse. I have faith in him. Smoke scene, I just found it.
You know what? Wallah, I just finished eating. I'm checking on the cost.
I don't know, would it be here or behind the perfecto, the filters? Raw.
Do you work here?
Oh, behind the door.
I need a light cigar, like
No,
in the
something
12
like
to
that, but not
15
the
range.
brown ones. The ones in the
Something
box.
light.
Light.
So rolled already.
Do you like Romeo and Julieta? Sure.
I don't even know. I always just pick random cigars every time I smoke cigars. Maybe I need to get a brand that I always smoke.
Something light.
No.
Hello?
No.
I thought you go with something like this. That's a good cigar.
That's a good one?
Yeah, it's Romeo and Julieta.
Have a good night.
Okay. I trust you.
Really? Hard for you.
What's it called?
Romeo and Julieta.
Romeo and Julieta. Where's it from?
I think it's Dominican Republic.
Oh.
Yeah. No?
Take that, please.
You want to cut it?
I probably will need you to cut it, yeah.
Which cut do you like?
Is it called a diamond cut?
We cut.
Yeah, that one. What's it called? A wee?
We, yeah.
That's the little slit?
Yes.
Yeah. The wee cut. I've never heard it called that. Do people have other names for it?
I mean, I've never heard of another name, but it's okay, whatever you call it. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You want a bag, matches, anything?
We'll need a light.
Okay.
Am I allowed to light it right here and walk outside? Oh, you got, thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. Have a good night.
Well,
Thank you.
are you welcome? Yes, please.
Good guys, good guys.
I'll get lost in a later.
Sorry?
Come on in.
Are you kidding me?
As they say, good stick, right? I'm a total amateur cigar smoker. About 5, 6 a year. Sure, it's wooden matches. You're right, and he did give me wooden matches. Not windy out.
I think something's good, something's good.
That went right out. As soon as I said that, it got fucking windy. It's hard to rotate when you're using magic. I do this move. This video should go viral. All right, we're in business. Just so you know, kind of tastes like a shitty cigar. Doesn't have good flavor. You guys probably predicted it. $13 in New York City means it's like a $7 cigar, and they just upcharged you 13. All right. How's the Olympics doing tonight, guys? U.S. kicking ass? Are we winning any golds? Take it back. That would be funny. It's not up to your standards. That would be fucking funny. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, this cigar I'm smoking right here, you sold me? It sucks. This isn't up to my standards. Can I get my 13 back? What do you mean no? Come on. Doesn't even have a nice sweet tip. You know what I mean? $13, it's not up to my standard. Tastes like an $8 cigar. Bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. I can't smoke cigars without drinking bourbon. I don't like just raw dawing a cigar without a drink. It sucks. Especially when it's a cheap cigar. All right, guys, what are we, 37 minutes in? It's pretty good, 37 minutes. We had a good little discussion here. Should we wrap it up? Should we wrap it up? Yeah, you're a good cigar guy, Jerry. Jerry Lahaney. You're right. They put them in plastic. You can't fucking smell it. It's in plastic. What do you got to buy the cigar that isn't in plastic? Is that what I did wrong? Give me tips here. I'm a novice. All right, we're walking back to the comedy club. I'm gonna go hang out with Joey Gay. Very funny comic. Great name for a comedian, Joey Gay. Not gay. Fucking Mickey Spillane's in Manhattan? When did that happen? All right, guys. We've peaked. Talk to you soon. Go check out the video. Let's try to get it to, I don't know, maybe we can get it to 200,000 by next week. Give it another 7 days. Could it double? If it's got 138 views in 7 days, could it get to 260 in another 7 days? Or is it going to slow down? Should be interesting. You peaked at 2002. You're right. I have no upper lip too. Did you notice that, right? I used to tell girls, it's all underneath. It's underneath. It's there. It's just it's underneath. It's all underneath. That's the key. I should just do this. Link, please. I can't put the link into the chat. It doesn't allow you, I don't think, to put links in the chat. Just go on my YouTube page. It's the last video I posted. How many videos do I have that have 128,000? I have a few that are in the millions, but it's been a while. And then this is the latest new one that has 128. It's probably the highest I've had in a few years. So just look that up. Joe Matarese, Hartford, Connecticut. Can't miss it. 128K views. Aight. Joe Matarese. That's who I am. You just found this live stream without even knowing my name? That's amazing. It's over 130K now? Wow. Got 2Ks in the last, got 2,000 in the last 2 hours. It starts to jump. I'm expecting it to jump on Monday. Just more people watch your videos during the week. I wish you the best of luck too, man. Thank you. Have a great night. Have a great weekend, everybody. Go Phillies. The Phillies are playing the Arizona Diamondbacks tonight, I think at 9:40. They lost last night, but they won 3 in a row before that. Here, check out these weed stores. Convenience. They're so beautiful. They're just beautiful. Look how beautiful they make them.
Whenever I was younger, like in my hometown.
Oh, he was ready to come out and shoot me in the face for video in his place. He was coming outside. He was ready to fucking get pissed. Don't film my weed store. Do not film my fucking weed store. That's why you need to, anyone who's doing a live stream while they're walking through New York City, you never know if something fucking crazy could just break out right now. Someone could just run across the street with their pants off with a fucking shotgun in his hand, just going poof, poof, and then boom, I got it, and then I get it on video. It becomes the greatest video ever. I retire. You never know, right? Travis Bickle could be walking right towards me. Come right at you. You know what isn't a good sign for his comedy club? I'm noticing this is a part of New York City. It's a little bit of the armpit of New York City, you know? There's not a lot of good-looking people walking around. Then you go to Gotham Comedy Club and it's in Chelsea and everyone looks gorgeous. 10s walking around, freaking models. We're here on 9th Avenue. It's very Port Authority looking. See if we see any pretty girls walking. I'll give you a little street view. See if you can find one. Let me know when you see a hot girl. It could take a while. Here you go. I'm gonna flip the camera.
Live comedy, man?
Who's doing it?
Who's doing it?
Is Joe Matarese on that show?
Anybody. If he shows up.
What's up, brother? Hi, Alex. That's why that guy knew me. I thought you were fucking with me.
I mean, we'll call name, we'll call
See you, man. You going at it?
I can always spot a comedian. I should have known. I should have known. There's no way that guy's not a comedian.
Two degenerates hanging
Yeah.
out.
I remember those days.
Yeah. And in a weird way, you may look back at them fondly.
I never had to do that, believe it or not.
Really? Well, with a face like
that
yours,
didn't
yeah.
exist back then.
No, I asked him.
No, because I started so long ago that the street barking didn't exist. We just had to do shitty open mics and wait out.
They just made me the door guy for a weekend. You know those butt kicking pad security guards.
Well, there's more
then you.
there's more opportunities here, so you have to bark.
Yeah.
Big dog's on it.
If
if
you want to
don't-
just walk on stage, move to like Portland, Oregon.
Right,
I'm sure
right.
you'll be fine.
What am I gonna get into heroin and fucking pussy?
Yeah,
Live comedy.
Pins?
this is how they do it. They stand on the corner and they try to bring them in. You just start yelling Dave Chappelle. Just start yelling that. Dave Chappelle, live comedy. Live comedy. Dave Chappelle. Oh, there was actually pretty girls that just walked by. We missed it. Missed it. Live comedy. Peanuts. Pretzels. Cotton candy. Live comedy. All in the same breath. I'm not a fan of the barking. Not a fan of doing comedy shows. I don't know, I guess you have to when the club's brand new, right? It's just like a comedy special. Like you need someone famous to repost your comedy special. You need somebody really famous to come in and perform at your new comedy club. And then the word gets around. You just that's all you got to do. But it's not easy to do. It's not easy to do. You need some good friends that are very famous.
Yeah. I took, 17.
Nice, have a nice stogie, Joe.
I found one, but it's shit. I was just thinking like a $13 cigar in New York City is really like a $5 cigar probably. So it's like tastes terrible. But
There's got to be a real cigar shop around here somewhere.
no, they had a lot of cigars, but if you wanted like an average cigar, it's a lot more than in a normal. You'd have to spend 25
Right, this
bucks.
neighborhood.
Yeah,
I used to like those, they're Indian cigars, Rocky Patel's.
I don't know.
Smoke them,
Are they
like-
short ones?
They're a shorty.
I should have got one of those. I didn't see any of them. I like those short
They're
ones.
dark-
They're like dark brown,
It's a
right?
dark brown.
I've seen those.
Yeah, they're good.
I thought they had an Italian name.
It's a nice smoke. No, Rocky Patel.
Maybe there's another company that also makes them. These people on the live stream will tell us.
What you think,
Rockin' Damone tonight, huh?
I'm rocking Damone, yeah. Nobody ever knows it's Damone. You're old. You must have got
I
them.
love movies, man. I mean, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. It's great.
It's the best. All right, guys.
I think,
See you later. 48 minutes and 22 seconds. That's good. Thank you, guys. See ya. Go check that video that he says up to 130K. Go joematarese.com. See if I'm coming to your city. Upcoming shows. What do I got coming up? The 24th, I'm in Port St. Lucie, Florida. The 26th, I'm in Boca Raton, Florida. September 6th and 7th, I'm at the Punchline in Philadelphia. The 28th, the Sunday, I'm at McGooby's Joke House in Timonium, Maryland. What other gigs that I got coming after that? I can't really think off the top of my head. The Brokerage in Long Island I'm doing. I'm doing Fairfield, Connecticut at the Fairfield Comedy Circle. I got a busy couple of months coming up. And check this out, guys. I just got booked by the Ritz-Carlton to do comedy on one of their yachts. They have a yacht line. You can look it up. Look it up. I'm doing comedy on the Ritz-Carlton yacht line. Top tier. It's like a 400 passenger ship. I only have to do one show. Pretty sweet, and it pays pretty good. And should be interesting. Should be interesting. They got good shrimp. Love good shrimp. yacht twat comedy. Yeah. They actually requested me personally. They sent me an email and they said they don't want any cruise ship comedians. They want comedians, like real comedians. They don't want anyone doing the typical cruise ship stuff. And that's why they wanted to book me. It's funny because I've always known I don't have the act for a cruise ship. It just doesn't work. Yeah, about, I don't know, 250 to 400 people. I have to do one stand-up show and one Q&A, which is hilarious. Who wants to see a not famous guy do a Q&A? Isn't that hilarious? And you're not allowed to film anything on the ship. You're not allowed to film anything. You can't post anything. It's like top secret. I have the act for that. For that cruise where they don't want a cruise ship comedian. I have the act for that. And it's a good fit for me because people that can afford a Ritz-Carlton yacht cruise are usually highly intelligent, which is weird because I don't have an intelligent act, but for some reason, really educated people like me a lot more than uneducated. So if anyone thinks I suck out there, it's probably because you don't have an education. You're as dumb as me. You went to community college like I did. You won't like my comedy. Isn't that weird? I'm not a thinking man's comedian at all. But for some reason, I think because I talk slow, I think that's the reason. Educated people have a very good listening ability. They focus. They're not like shit-faced and like sidetracked and barely listen to the performance. Like they watch you and they like intellectualize anything you say, and they're good crowds. Unless they're like douchey rich, those aren't good. Like finance guys can be tough for comedy because they think they're hilarious. But like doctors, lawyers, those people are good audience members. People in the medical field, not business guys. You don't want to do comedies for guys that have their MBAs. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm hoping the Ritz-Carlton people aren't all fucking finance guys. That would be hilarious. I'm told they're mature adults. I don't know if that means old, but it's a sweet gig. I can bring a guest with me and they can have the whole cruise for free. Looks like I'm bringing a friend of mine from Boston. We're gonna bring our golf clubs on the ship, probably golf in 2 different places while we're away. And it's only 6 days. And then I'm done. What do I look for in a man? Whatever you have is what I like. Yeah. Who's your guest gonna be, Joe? He goes by the name Dr. Chow the Mega G. He's good people. Just call him Dr. Chow. He's a doctor. Bringing your wife's boyfriend. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. There's a chance I might bring my wife if they let me bring my daughter also. Then I will bring my wife and daughter. Can't bring my son. It's during the school year and he can't really miss 5 days of school. Yeah, dude, that's my biggest fear, is the bad weather on the cruises. I've been on a cruise with my wife once where our fucking dinner table was going like this. And I was having fucking panic attacks. I was a fucking lunatic. I think I might have to bring Xanax. to be a, just in case if we hit some like fucking rocky weather, because the boat's smaller, so it's gonna take the fucking rough waters worse. So might have to Xanax it out. My daughter's been dying to go on one though. She's never been on one. My wife and I have been on one. We didn't like it, but it wasn't a Ritz-Carlton. So this will be better. It's more private, not a lot of people. They put you up in a passenger room with a fucking balcony. With a balcony. I've never had a balcony on a cruise ship. Bring extra pills. It's a cheap cigar, dude. You're late into the stream, Richard. You're late into the stream. You're late. It's a shitty cigar I just bought up the street. I took them into the store and everything on the live stream. You missed it. Extra pillows to bite. You're making me laugh. That's funny too. And you make a decent Caesar salad. I've never made a Caesar salad in my life. I can honestly say that. Not a big Caesar salad guy. Cream and scrambled eggs? No. I'm a little lactose intolerant. You put cream in my scrambled eggs, it's gonna be a long morning. Go interview Liz Mealy. She's got quite a following, right? I should just go ask her, how do I get more views on my fucking special? 6.1 thousand. It's aren't you embarrassed? It's embarrassing. She dated Chad Zumach? Did she really? I like Liz. Liz is pretty. She's cute. And she's funny. She's really funny. I like her stand-up a lot. Oh boy, guys. All right. Cigar's terrible. Yeah, dude, this will be up later. I'll leave this on. You guys are voting Trump? You're not what? You're not going the other way? You're not going Democrat? I was telling my wife that recently. I told her most comedians are Republican. She's like, they are? I'm like, yeah, a lot of them are. She's like, what? They are? Yeah. She didn't know that. It switched over, right? In the last year, maybe? Used to hear everyone in Hollywood was Democrat. And now it's kind of mixing it up, right? I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. It's been fun. Liz Mealy reminds me of my ex. If like she got catapulted into a time machine from back then and quantum leaped into the present now times. You know what I mean? No. I don't know what you mean. Is she even in there? I think she probably left. I'm the only one. Me and like this guy Jason is still here, and Joey Gay's probably somewhere. I've always been gay. I've always said that on stage. I'm a non-gay gay guy. I do everything gay guys do, except sex with guys. That's funny. You have to be logical to be a comedian. That's funny. Chad's missing upper lip. How much for what? How much what? What's the question there? How much? How much for what? How much for what? No, dude. Not gay. Happily married man of almost 19 years.
I was 4th in line yesterday.
What do you got?
I even bought a little red composition book, but I thought it'd be too cunty. Just give him this. And just leave it somewhere. He'll be like, "What the fuck is this?" He'll throw it against the wall. Don't say it for me. Don't say it.
Oh, you have
just
a
leave
gift.
it
You have a
somewhere.
gift for him.
No,
That's a good idea.
just leave the gift bag.
It's a
Like, what the
PJ
fuck?
gift.
No.
Huh.
There's gonna be a little
It's
red
like-
composition
it's an
book if I nailed it, but I already got kids. So instead I have that opening bit. Just leave this somewhere. Ah, shit. Hi.
There he is.
How's it going?
This is Liz Miley, everybody.
Hi, Emo Phillips. Emo. First you gotta have it. Emo Phillips.
Is Liz Miley here? Or does she leave?
Is that how email? Is that Liz Manley?
That's how you say her name, right? Liz. She's on the show.
Yes.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it matters.
Oh.
'Cause it's make or break.
Oh, we don't want to hurt your career. We don't want to hurt your career. We're going to mess this guy's career up. It hasn't even started yet. We're going to mess it up.
What you got, Doc?
I wonder if I can get a drink somehow and leave my cigar lit all at the same time.
I gotta tuck my sleeve on the tray.
Sit it right here. That doesn't open.
Oh, really?
It's the longest live stream I've ever done. Hey, can I get like a seltzer or something? I'm one of the comedians. How are you? Sorry, man. My bad. I don't know if they're free. Do we get free drinks or half off or nothing? Free? Oh, I should have ordered a drink then. I'll take the seltzer. Can I get like a bourbon on the rocks? What do you got? Makers is fine. You got an open one? Perfect.
You don't have big ice roaster.
No, I wish. Coming soon. That ice sucks, honestly. It's not good.
Are we allowed to stand outside with the drink or no? Everybody's like, we don't
In this cage.
Yeah, that's where I'm standing. I have a cigar out there.
Oh, I saw that. Lovely. Aw.
Yeah. Have to kill the time. Thank you. I tip you. Oh, please tell me I have cash on me. You should just charge me $1 so I can tip you.
We're not gonna charge.
No, but that way I could tip you. Because I don't have any cash. Shit. I will when he pays me. I will when he pays me. He might not pay me.
The bread is nice. It's like try that next.
You ready to go?
These people just watch you drink. Is Joey Gay still here or did he leave? He left. And did Liz leave too?
Yes.
Are they coming back?
They called it. They cut it.
They called the second show too?
Got all that staff, yeah.
Oh, the second show's not happening, so we should just leave. No one told me.
Might get another. I just found out now. I found out
You sure?
when she came around the bar. I was like, what are you doing?
Uh-huh. Is
like,
it
oh,
definite?
They cut everyone, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, it's just like a softball game when you get a forfeit. We win, dude. We won. We had great sets.
We get a one. We get a.
We killed.
The bar is open. Win or lose.
Yeah.
We still booze.
Yeah. You can't charge the new owner either. You can't be like, hey man.
Yeah. This is the payment.
This is my pay. No second show, guys. It's all canceled. The good news is my wife is out of town, so I'm just kind of chilling. Got a free drink out of it, right? I don't know what that is. It's my tip to any young comics out there. If this ever happens to you, you just take it in stride. Don't try to get paid. Don't piss somebody off. Help the comedy club owner out, man. Because he's in this for a lot of money, so just fucking let him slide, be his friend, and say no problem, man, no problem. Anytime you need me. Did that Joker from the benefit show ever pay you? Yeah. I got paid that night. Got paid the next morning. Boom. Can you file for unemployment? Nah, I was supposed to be off this weekend anyway. He just gave me this last minute. And I knew my wife was out of town and my daughter went with her. And I'm good to go. I'm going to go home, watch my son be having a huge party in our house because he thinks I'm coming home at 11 or 11:30. What can I do now? I told you, dude, I'm thinning the hair. I am thinning the hair. I told you. This is all I got. It's fine. It's always been that way. It's always been that way, dude. It's never been any different. Never been any different. It's all if there's ceiling lighting or no ceiling lighting. Cigar's sitting on the cement outside. I'm gonna go back to it right now. Thanks for reminding me.
Hi guys, how are you?
It's a lovely night, guys, that we're spending here together. See you. Any odds on if the cigar is still lit? I say it is. I say it is. Yep. Still lit. Too much overhead lighting here for me. Not a fan of the overhead. Backlighting overhead. You can't have that when you have thin hair. Yeah, that'd be fun, dude. Maybe they throw you money to go on these podcasts? That'd be interesting. How much they pay? Get back to me. Let me know their budget. I'll start charging to go on the podcast that rip me new assholes.
You get a lot of people watching on there?
Yeah, there's some. It's gone from 30 to 50 up and down.
30 to 50?
Yeah. But you keep them on long enough, you get money from YouTube. Right? Yeah, you can monetize. You monetize it. So the longer it goes, yeah, he did. I just was told. He might have texted me and told me. I don't even know. Let's look. Nope. I'm gonna guzzle this. Should I guzzle the makers and just walk back to my car and drive back? Is that a bad move? What do you think? I counted on my hands how many comedy clubs there are in New York City that are like full time.
Yeah.
Do you know? I think I got 17.
Yeah. There might be more now.
There's a couple new ones.
A couple new ones.
Where?
There's Fear City Comedy Club that just opened in the Lower East Side. It's a 60-seater.
Really? Who owns that?
A guy named Jonesy Corona.
Jonesy Corona. Is he a comic?
Yeah.
Is he cool?
It's cool.
I think you have that.
How often does he do comedy?
He just opened the space. He wasn't doing it full time.
Uh-huh.
Like he was running an open mic.
In that same space?
He was a bartender and he was running an open mic at a bar called Home Sweet Home
Okay.
down on the Lower East Side. And I think Fear City is right like next door to it, or near there. It's on Essex Street. I haven't been by there yet.
It's on Essex?
Yeah.
Like down off of like Ludlow?
Yeah.
Oh, Essex. That's where the Comedy Lounge used to be years ago, right? Laugh Lounge, that's right. That area is like booming. At least it was back then. That's probably a good spot for a club.
But yeah, I think there's like the last time I did a count it was 17.
17 comedy clubs. So you gotta beat out 17 every Saturday night, every week. That's hard.
It is. Especially since Cellar almost doesn't have to do any real promotion.
No, they don't have to do anything.
New York Comedy Club is like spamming everybody. Like they own the top Google search on New York comedy.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Yeah, that works when you're in New York City. Yeah, because tourists are just gonna Google it.
Yeah.
When you're a comedian, you can't really spend money on Google searches. It's not gonna help you.
Gotham seems to do a lot of showcase shows these days. I don't think they do a lot of headliner shows the way they
No, they stopped. I've done a few in the last couple months there. The crowd's super young though.
Yeah.
It's all like 21-year-olds, 23-year-olds.
Yeah.
There's no one like over 30 in that room.
Really?
Nobody. But it's crowded every time.
Yeah.
He's killing it. I don't know how he made that change and what made him make that change. I wonder if he just, maybe COVID made him make the change. I don't know.
I mean, I have to think that it just helps with his overhead. Like he doesn't have to pay the headliner as much.
Right. But yes, you're wondering what made him do it. He probably realized, maybe he tried it a couple times and he's like, shit, this works. And then he just started doing it.
Also, I feel like, New York, we don't, like I said, we do 17 comedy clubs. When you go see a show, you're going to see the guy that is going to do an hour somewhere else, but you're going to see him doing 10 minutes, you see him doing
Right.
20 minutes, it shows
Right.
sense. You get to see, I don't know, I like the showcase thing. I think New York City is one of the few places where
It works.
it works.
Yeah. Because we have the people here just want to see a good show. Maybe if they want to see somebody famous, they'll go to the Beacon Theater. Or,
Right.
I'm trying to think of what are the other theaters that the big comedians play in New York City?
There's
What's that other one called? I always forget the name of it. On the east side.
one over here by Times Square. There's something over here.
There is? I remember the one on the east side that's like off of 2nd Avenue, around where the New York Comedy Club is.
There's that spot on 23rd Street, that theater on 23rd Street and like Park Avenue.
Yeah, maybe that's the one I mean. It's probably like 400 or 500 seats. Yeah.
That's it. There's a lot of music venues, a lot of music spaces.
Yeah. Carnegie Hall. Yeah, someone said Carnegie Hall. How did we miss Carnegie Hall? They don't do comedy at Carnegie Hall that often. That's rare. Maybe George Carlin did Carnegie Hall. Who else has done comedy at Carnegie Hall? I did it once, but with Artie Lang. I opened for him at Carnegie Hall. Hey, how are you?
Someone at Carnegie Hall recently.
Well, I think Gary Goldman, maybe?
Maybe, yeah, maybe Gary. There's also Radio City. A bunch of comedy's been at
Radio City, right? Yeah. Brian Regan filmed something there. That's not a good spot for comedy. I don't like that place.
And who else was just there? Was Andrew Schultz or somebody like that was there?
He was at Radio City.
Maybe.
Then you got the Garden.
Yeah.
If you're Sebastian Maniscalco. Oh yeah, don't forget to tip the nice waitress. I can't tip her. I don't have any cash. I didn't get paid tonight. What do I do? I'm gonna have to tell her the next time I'm here, I'll take care of you, or I go to a bank machine and bring cash back. I feel like an asshole. Is there a bank machine around here?
I'm sure there is, but they didn't have cash to give me change.
So you couldn't tip her either?
I had 2 singles.
Right. You didn't want to be the worst tipper ever.
Right. I had 2 singles and I have a $2 bill also.
Give her a $2 bill.
But
That's hilarious.
But I got the $2 bill at a show I did a couple weeks ago where they passed the bucket and I saw that there was a $2 bill in there. I'm like, yoink, that's my new lucky $2 bill.
He just made fun of me for calling it a bank machine. He goes, you don't know what an ATM is? It is pathetic. They don't call them bank machines anymore. They're ATMs. Fucking hilarious.
Well, some people ask.
Oh no.
Some people will ask if there's an ATM machine, which is redundant because that's machine. And
Right.
The M is machine.
And you're right. The M is machine. Fuck. Give her the tip. How can I give her a tip? I'd have to go find an ATM. New York City ATM will charge you $5 to get $10.
Mark the Mayor used to do that joke because you're living in the ghetto if the ATM in your neighborhood gives out singles.
That's true. That's funny. He moved to Vegas, didn't he? Yeah. What made him move to Vegas? Did he always want to live there or
I
something?
think it was for this girl he said that he
Oh,
seen.
really?
Yeah. I don't think he got remarried, but I think he's with this girl out there.
Well, he's a retired cop, so he probably has a huge pension, and he's good to go.
Yeah.
I think he's a retired cop. I know he was a cop.
He is a retired cop.
He is, yeah. Yeah, he's good to go.
It is 20 and out.
He was a New York City cop, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have his my PBA card.
Does that work? Have you ever pulled it out?
I've never had to use it.
Every time someone gives me one of those, I always think it's going to piss the cop off if I pull it out. I never do.
Well, how many times have you? I mean, it's for like minor speeding offenses and things like that.
Yeah, I got a ticket just recently. I veered out of my lane.
They take it when you give it to them.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, it's like one use.
Oh, I didn't know that. You don't get it back. You lose
You don't
your
always
PBA
get it back.
card.
It depends. It depends on what it is, but I feel like they're supposed to take it.
Does that have a date on it? Or it's good forever?
Well, it has it. You're supposed to have a new one every year. So this one is from 2022.
I wonder if it would still work.
And it has his badge number and his.
Oh, that'll probably work since you have all that information on the back of it.
Yeah.
Nice, rock it out, bro.
But I don't break the law with frequency, so I haven't had.
You probably live in New York where you're not driving all the time.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I
The
have
one
to
time
drive.
I tried to use it years ago, I was working. I was so broke. I had a friend that ran this marketing company, and they did like guerrilla marketing. So I was like putting up, like, the posters on the Post No Bills sign.
Right.
And cops came and were like, "What are you doing here?" Arrested us.
Really?
And I tried to give them the card, and they didn't even want
It's not going to work for an arrest. It's going to work for a ticket, but not an arrest.
It was.
Imagine you break in.
These guys were like. The funny thing was that it was the end of their shift, and they just wanted to get overtime. So they actively ignored something that was more difficult. What's happening? Good to see you. over the radio. They let somebody else cover something that was more dangerous, so they could you know take a couple of guys downtown for no reason.
How long?
And it
do you
wouldn't have been
to
that
go
big of a
down
deal.
for?
My buddy had an outstanding warrant that
He didn't pay a ticket.
he.
All right, I'm boring these people. I got to. Does this guy know he's on camera? I think he does. He knows. He
I
knows.
know.
He knows. He knows. All
And my
right.
friend who had an outstanding warrant is dead now. So you know,
Yeah, we're good. He's dead. It's fine. All right, guys. See you later. Good night. 80 fucking minutes. It's insane. It's insane. Take it easy. See you soon. Peace out. See ya.
like.